Hi, this is Tamika with Paisley's Pumpkin Pine. I'm here with a Plant With Me video on my classic happy planner for the month of February 2026. I am going to go with what's already printed on these pages, which is the Peanuts Gang. And I am going to do a peanut spread. This is a seasonal book that came in that Be Happy box, but there is literally one page of Valentine stickers. And they have this reddish pinkish background, and I'm just going to use that sheet there to decorate for the month. I have no plans for the month of February, like none. Not as of now, I don't. Oh, I do need to date this. So let me go ahead and do that. I have the Functional You Know Wire by Live Love Posh. And I'm going to use that to date everything. I'm going to go ahead and use these clear ones. These are new tweezers, so I'm getting used to these. They're not as sharp as my other ones, but I needed a new pair. So the first day of February is on a Saturday? Sunday. I think it's a Sunday. Yeah. It's a Sunday. Because let's see, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, yeah. Sunday. And like I said, I don't have plans for this month. I'm sure there's some things that I want to catch in terms of TV, but I can't even think of what they are right now. I need to start writing stuff down like I used to. I used to write everything down, and then I would know, because I know for sure there's at least one or two things that I want to watch, and I should have written them down, and I did not write them down, and I should have done that. And there's so much that I haven't watched already. Okay, now because these tweezers are new, they're also leaving marks on things, which is not ideal. But I've noticed that before when my other tweezers were new. It was the same kind of thing. So it is leaving like marks on my paper and stuff. So I just got to be careful with that. I got these from Honeybee Stamps, which Honeybee Stamps sells a lot of card making stuff. But that's where I got these from. The other ones, I can't remember where I got those from, but you can find, I'm sure you could find these kind of tweezers on Amazon, or I'm sure they have them on Amazon. The other ones I have are just like very, very, very sharp, way much sharper than these. These have more of a blunt tip. But oh my God, those other ones will rip your paper to pieces, will rip your stickers to pieces if you're not careful on how you use them. But yeah, I don't have anything planned. I do have a couple of days I'm taking off though. That's about it. So I don't have anything in particular planned for those days. I just needed some mental health days to take some days and rest my brain. And it's hard for me to take off with my role at work because there's always something to do, or there's always a meeting to attend, and or there's testing, which I can't stand. Freaking hate testing. And there's always testing. I think there's 2 months out of the whole school year that we don't do any type of testing. And it's all the time, and there's all kinds of other issues that come along with it that make it even more frustrating. And it's just not my thing. I really, really do not like that aspect of my job. I'm not going to even pretend to like it because I don't. I don't like it. It's time consuming because you're always preparing for testing. And I was telling somebody, if I was a person that just did everything in the last minute, it wouldn't even bother me. But I'm not a last minute person, which means all of my time and effort goes into that on top of everything else that I do at work. So it just can be a bit much. I wish they would just take that duty away. I really do. I really wish they would reconsider that. That is something that should not be a part of our role. You don't find that part of an academic coach role most places. So I'm not gonna even pretend that I like it. I absolutely do not like it. And I would never just even begin to pretend that I like that. Nope. I don't like it. Nobody likes testing as it is. If there's somebody that enjoys testing, let's hurry up and get them checked, because something's mentally not okay. Because no one should enjoy it. It's not fun at all. Then there's so many other factors that go into making it a difficult thing on our campus, because we don't have a lot of staff members, so that affects things. We don't have a lot of extra spaces when it comes to testing, so that affects things. It's just a hot mess, and I just don't like it, and I'm not going to ever pretend to like it, because I don't. I do my best with it. I've been commended on it. Although there's some that may not think I do the best job at it, but I've been commended by the people that matter the most when it comes to that. So not letting what anybody else think bother me there. But I don't like it. I don't like testing. And I feel like I could dedicate so much more time to so many other things if I didn't have that as part of my role. Yeah. All right, so those are down, and now we can go from there. So like I said, I don't have anything absolutely planned, so let's go ahead and put a few things down. I pulled this pastel boxes from Mojo Jojo because it's kind of pastel there. I'm going to use the red, and I'm going to use the yellow out of here, and then I'm going to use black as well. And just the yellow, so that I can bring in some of the yellow that's already there in the stickers. So let's go ahead and start with one of the yellow stickers here. All right, let's do a red one here. And then another red one on Valentine's Day. Oh, let me just get a bigger one. Let's get a bigger sticker here. So we'll do this one. there. And then let's get a black box for the 5th. No, yeah. I'm gonna have, that's one of my days I'm taking off. And then let's do another yellow. Let's do another yellow here. And then I knew I was going to end up putting this down crooked when I pulled it up. So let's try this one again. And it's still crooked, I think. Okay, and let's do another black one here on the 11th. And then I'm going to put a yellow here. And that's really it. Now, as you can see, all of the spaces where I needed a sticker are kind of situated in one spot, and I don't like that imbalance, like, at all. I don't care for that. So I'm gonna add some other boxes over here just for the sake of adding boxes. I'm trying to think. Ooh, you know what? We do have a 3-day weekend that's gonna come up, so this will be an off, I mean a 4-day weekend, so this will end up being an off day. And this will end up being an off day as well. So yeah, that's why I strategically took these days. So I would have like a lot of days coming about because I'm gonna need them. Let's put another box here, black box. And I think that kind of helps. I feel like I need to balance it just a tad bit more. Let's put a red one here. There's a lot of boxes on that side. Okay, like I said, I really don't need these other ones. That one I did, now that I think about it, because of that 4-day weekend that we're gonna get. Okay, so as you could see, we have this Snoopy, and then this is the same one. So I'm gonna see if I can cover the one that's already there. Okay. That sticker says, it says it's either the flu or love. The symptoms are the same. And then this one says Heartbreakers Club. Yeah. I don't consider myself a heartbreaker as much as I've got my heart broken. That's for sure. So I'm going to end up covering up some of these dates, and that's okay. Because I'm just wanting to use these stickers. Love makes you do strange things. Yes, it does. Okay, we're going to put this up here. And then we have this one that says, "Love drives me crazy." And we'll put this one here. Okay. I'm going to take this and put this one on Valentine's Day because that's how I feel about it right now. Let's see. Let's put a Snooki here. Let's put one there. Good grief. Let's put that right there. You know what? I feel like I want to move this one. I don't know if it's going to come up, but these stickers aren't super sticky, so it shouldn't be a problem. And I think I'd rather have it over here. I'm just going to try to use up this whole sheet of stickers. I feel like this needs to go over here to bring in more yellow on this side. Put that little one next to it. Okay, so use that whole sheet of stickers. Now let me see if there's anything else I want to put. I think I'm going to put a black box over here just in case I want to jot down something. I don't know. Let's see. Let's go ahead and add this one in the sidebar, and that will kind of help balance out the black as well. Okay, that was about to go down really crooked. So we're just going to pull that up and try that again. Okay, that's better. I'm going to put some of this washi down at the bottom because I feel like there's so much space down here, and I'll try to put a quote down here as well to try and take up some of that space. Let's see, do I want to put washi anywhere else? Okay, I think I'll put some here. Do y'all have plans for February? It is Black History Month. I'm hoping that something interesting for Black History Month will go on in my city so I can attend, but I haven't heard of anything as of yet. So I'm just waiting to see what events there will be. And I always find out about things after the fact, and that makes me mad. So I'm hoping that I'll find out soon enough if there's something that I'm really interested in. Okay. All right, I think that's working. You know what? There's this sticker book. Is an oldie from Happy Planner, and there are some Valentine stickers in here that I probably have never used. Well, I did kind of use them, but let's see, 2, 3. Oh no, I'm thinking I'm doing a weekly spread, so no, I don't need these. I was wondering if they had the days of the week or whatever. Okay. Yeah, that still have so many stickers in here. That is crazy. I need to remember that I have this book and pull it every now and then. Look, I still have all of these colorful ones. I know exactly what when to use those when I do some very colorful spreads. But yeah, I still have so many different ones. I wish I had a February sticker, but I don't have a February one here. Oh look, this is Valentine's Day. Let's go ahead and use this because we have it. All right. Yeah, so I don't know if you could ever get your hands on this one, but this one is an oldie, but it was very popular during its time. See, there's some no school ones, but if they were the right colors, I would go ahead and use those. But they're not the right colors. I have a day off, that would work. And then I could maybe use like a fun day for the other one. Let's do this. So put day off. And then fun day over here. Because I will make it fun. See? Look at there. Got some use out of those stickers. So yeah, there's still a lot that I could use in here. I just have to remember to pull it. It's not something I remember to do. Okay, I need a February sticker. I have that one, but it's kind of tiny. Okay, here's this one. It's big. Let's use this one so we can use some more stickers out of here. So we'll just do February. Very good. And then I'll do 2026 in gold to get some use out of these as well. Oh, I'm so glad I pulled a sticker book. I love it when I can use some stickers that I have not used in a while. I love it. Let's see, let's do. So remember, just kind of dig around in your stash and pull some stuff you haven't used in a while and see how you could put it to use. So that is looking good for me. Glad I decided to grab that sticker book. And then the only other thing I was going to check into was some quotes. There are quotes in here. So let's see what we could find. Peaceful mind, grateful heart. Life is beautiful, celebrate the things. Think happy. And then there's the same ones in paper. I think there's another set here, yes. Focus, she designed a life she loved. Okay, let's do this one. She designed a life she loved. Let's put that here. Remember, I'm trying to not to be too rough with these new tweezers. Okay. And then I think I want to use a Think Happy one that I saw. Think Happy. That would fit here nicely. And you know, sometimes people, they don't want to cover up their days. They don't want to cover up their days of the week. And that is why sometimes I'll put an extra box here. Like, I can cover up stuff. And people are like, oh, what are you going to do if something comes up? I can write it in here. I just, me personally, I don't need to have everything directly in the box. I try to put some of the main things so I don't forget them. But everything doesn't have to be in a box for me. And even though all of this is covered up, right? I know that that's the 18th, so that's the 19th and 20th. I know that that's 25th, so that's 26th, 27th. Like, it's just not that hard for me. I don't have to have everything showing all the time. I don't have to have that. I'm gonna put live in the moment also down here. Okay, and I don't know that I have room for any other one. So I'm just going to leave it at that. So that is going to be our spread for February. All right, let's go ahead and get this back in our planner. Let's see where it's all gonna go. Now this is my spread for the coming week. Okay, so here we go. All right, there we have it. I think it turned out pretty cool. I'm glad that I used the yellow to pull from the yellow in the stickers. But then I just realized something. There's no yellow in the stickers on this page. So that's a problem for me. So what I'm going to do, because I just can't help myself, I'm going to trade these out because the point of using the yellow boxes was to have the yellow in each of the stickers. So I have the yellow over here and I have the yellow here with Woodstock. And so that's where we're pulling that yellow from. So that makes a little bit more sense, because otherwise that's just how my brain works, y'all. It had to make sense. And I really would prefer if the yellows were like one of them was higher up. So yeah, I'm gonna do a move again. Can't help myself. And I know I'm not gonna care to have that yellow right next to that yellow box, but we're gonna do it because this just makes a little bit more sense. So there we have it. So at least there's yellow up here, then the yellow down here from the stickers, and then all that yellow brings it all together. All right, comment below, let me know what you think. What plans, like I said, what do you have planned for February? Will you be celebrating Black History Month? You have anything special planned for Valentine's Day? Let me know in the comments. Also, guys, don't forget to slay, subscribe, like, and accept the alerts so you don't miss any videos. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.